Good morning. My name is Tom. I come to you from the great state of Maine. As you can see, we're right in the middle of a nice rainstorm here at the cabin. And I thought it would be kind of nice if we all got together here this Sunday morning, and just kind of enjoyed the rain off my front porch here at the log cabin. Maybe we could talk about what it's like to be here at the cabin during a rainstorm or a snowstorm, stuff like that. One of the joys of owning a cabin, you have a good roof, you have a good wood stove, you have a woodshed that's full of wood. And when a storm blows in like this rainstorm, it's no big deal. Same thing in the wintertime. And you guys that dream about owning a cabin and want a cabin, the dream is exactly what you are dreaming about. It's exactly what you're dreaming about. Minus the whole bunch of work that goes along with owning a cabin. But as far as being snowed in at the cabin and your dream of thinking about being snowed in at the cabin, your dream is exactly what it is. My cabin here is got a good roof on it. Well, I can't say it's got a good roof. It's got a roof, but I do need to put a new roof on the cabin itself. But I have a dry roof, let's put it that way. I have a roof that doesn't leak. But I have all kinds of groceries and stuff like that, from making bread or making donuts. The cabin is filled with dry goods as far as that goes. Making of the bread and making of the donuts. And if you want to get into my videos, you'll find bread videos and you'll find campfire bread and stuff like that. The same thing with the homemade donuts. But sitting here on the porch in a rainstorm is what's so nice about it is, because owning camps really is a lot of work. It seems like there's always something to do when I get to camp. We want to think camps are for fishing and hunting and all of that, and setting around the campfire non-stop, but that's not really the reality of owning a cabin here in the state of Maine. You do have a lot of time for sitting around the campfire, and you do have a lot of time for going fishing. But like everything has a season. If you noticed in my videos, we're a 4-season channel, just like this cabin here is a 4-season cabin. You have the spring fishing for the brook trout and the salmon, and then we move out of that and we start getting into the white perch fishing and the eel trapping and stuff like that. That's your midsummer, July and August. And then after August, we start thinking about deer season, and we start thinking about bird season and bear season and all of that. So everything kind of has a season here. And berry season. Right now we're getting ready for blueberry season here pretty quick. Right now the blackberries are out. I had some blackberries given to me today, so when I finish with this, I'm going to enjoy a nice big tall bowl of blackberries topped off with a little bit of strawberry ice cream. So anyways, but sitting here on the porch, that's what we do. Or, I'm not out here today having coffee because of the thunderstorm I'm sitting in. What I like to do with thunderstorms is sit on the other side of that wall at my kitchen table that overlooks the yard. The thunderstorms, I feel like I'm a little bit too exposed out there, thunderstorms. But wintertime, then we start after deer season. Now you're going to be into December. And December is a great time to be at the cabin. I think my favorite times to be at the cabin are October and December. And the reason for that is October is kind of laid back. It's bird season. I'll go out in the evening and maybe hunt birds for an hour or so. But during the day, during October, is a great time for me to work on my firewood pile, because the temperatures are cooler, sometimes downright cold in October here at the cabin. So it makes for a good time of year to get my woodshed topped off. And if you can look out here in the picture here, you see lots of brush out there in front of the cabin. I've still got a ton of work to do to get the place cleaned up from the windstorm that we had here at the cabin last January. Hundreds and hundreds of trees blew down here at the cabin. So, but that's a story all by itself. If you want to go in and check out the videos on that, they're in my playlist. We had that massive windstorm that demolished the trees around here. So we got some plans coming up here in the future. Everything, I got to take care of this firewood somehow. So, but you'll see, we'll get on to that. Right now, then we're in December, and October, December, both of those months are great times of year to just hang out at the cabin. December is one of those months where, at least in my world, is a really calm month until we get to the end of the month is Christmas time, and then I get home and spend my Christmas with the grandsons and my daughter. So, but that's December 25th, so that gives me the whole month of December to get ready for ice fishing if we ever get back into the cold temperatures and get ourselves plenty of ice. But normally what I'll do in December is freshen up my trails. I've got a trail that goes across the road and through the woods and out onto the lake, so I've got to get down and get that brushed out and get that prepared for ice fishing and being able to go back and forth with the snowmobile out on the lake. I'll drag out my fish houses. I used to have 3 fish houses. I have 2 now. I drag out my fish houses. I get those freshened up. If they need a new top on them, then I'll get a new top put on them. Different stuff. I just plain get them ready for ice fishing. It's a great time of year to take care of that, the month of December. And that's another great time of year to hang out at the cabin. Like I said, play with firewood, have coffee here on the porch, just enjoy life at its fullest, as far as what I consider anyways to be a full life. I do enjoy the alone time at the cabin. That's just the kind of person that I am. I enjoy the alone time out in the boat, fishing and exploring. I can't imagine a lifestyle any different. I can't imagine a lifestyle not being able to explore the state of Maine off the beaten path. And all the trails that I have cut here around the cabin, miles and miles of trails I have put in on the back side of this cabin so that I can get around out there for deer season and bear season. I've taken a lot of bear here at this cabin, so that's been one of the joys of this cabin is the actual bear population that's up here in the northern end of the state. The top of the state. Plenty of bear. Not so many deer, but plenty of bear. So, but anyways, what a great day it's been to sit here at the cabin. I don't know if I'm on my 3rd cup of coffee or 4th. I don't know. But this has been a nice rainstorm to just plain do nothing at all. But I wanted to talk about cabin life for all of you that are dreaming about owning your own cabin. It really is what you're dreaming. It really is, as far as the, being snowed in, being rained in, some people don't like it when it rains on vacation. I actually love a rain day. It gives me a good excuse to sit around and do nothing and not have to feel too guilty about not getting out there and getting some of the camp chores done. I have a lot of guys in the comments that own camps, and what you can't take away from owning a camp is there are plenty of chores to do. So as long as your dreams incorporate chores and keeping your cabin in tip-top shape and all of that, then you're good to go as far as looking for a cabin and looking for a place of your own. I say get out there and look for a place of your own and start your cabin dream, because it's only going to start once you pull the trigger. So, but you guys have a great week.